Hello, my name is Ashley Bertsch, and today I will be discussing the progression of Beethoven works found in the Magrath Masterwork Classic books, levels 4 through 6. First, I will start off with some composer information. Beethoven is one of the most well-known composers from the classical era. He is most known for his highly virtuosic piano sonatas, as well as pushing the boundaries of the sonata allegro form. His output can be broken into three distinct periods: the early, middle, and late. Some of his works can be very challenging, attempted by technically virtuosic pianists. There are Beethoven works, however, that are very appropriate for teaching the classical style to intermediate students. Jane Magrath is well known as an author, clinician, and pianist. Her book, The Pianist's Guide to Standard Teaching and Performance Literature, has become a classic reference work for pianists throughout the country. She currently has more than 35 volumes published with the Alfred Publishing, and her music editions are used widely throughout the U.S. and abroad. Her classical series include the Masterwork Classic series in 9 volumes, which is what I am focusing on today. This series provides editing that is not only subtle, but consistent with what the composer intended. It is especially good for students because it doesn't mark every obvious articulation, but rather leaves some unmarked for the student and the teacher to interpret the style together. This series also provides a suggested order of study based on difficulty level and skills acquired. Starting with level 4, I chose Beethoven's Country Dance in C major. In order to play this piece successfully, students need to be able to play hands independently, keep a steady left hand, and differentiate between the staccato and the slur. Some characteristics of this piece include an upbeat scalar melody that also introduces a sonata accompaniment style that becomes very common in other works. Some benefits to the student include a relatively short length piece, beginning to get left-hand agility, staccato playing, and two-note slurs. Some possible difficulties include the left-hand agility and also the two-note slurs. Overall, this piece teaches good left-hand technical skills and emphasizes tonic to dominant relationships. Moving on to level 5, I chose Beethoven's Sonatina in F major. In order to play this piece successfully, the students need to be able to voice melodies with one hand and understand a two-note slur and play terced dynamics. This piece has a beautiful flowing melody in a miniature sonata style with an exposition, development, and recapitulation. The minor modes provide interesting harmonic and emotional contrasts. Some possible benefits to the student include getting the balance of the melody over the accompaniment, reading multiple accidentals, differing phrase lengths, and the emphasis of a two-note slur. Some possible difficulties include getting the balance of the melody over the accompaniment, interpreting sonata form in this miniature setting, and understanding the roles of harmony. this piece is a great introduction to the classical sonata style. This piece offers many shifts in harmony, dynamic contrasts, and phrases that would be beneficial to the student. Moving on to level 6, I chose Beethoven's Minuet in C major. In order to play this piece successfully, students need to be able to play octaves in both hands, play both staccatos and slurs, hold a note while playing others in the same hand, and phrase a melody over accompaniment. This piece has a nice contrast between the minuet, which is almost march-like, and the trio, which is very lyrical. Possible benefits to the student include playing octaves in both hands, playing both staccatos and slurs, holding a note while playing others in the same hand, and phrasing a melody over the accompaniment. Some possible difficulties include larger chords in the right hand in different inversions, playing octaves, held notes, and phrasing melodies of various lengths. Overall, this piece is a great way to provide students with a minuet and trio in a challenging yet fun and upbeat manner. As you can see, Magrath pairs and levels these Beethoven pieces in a sequence aimed at promoting competence in the intermediate student through the classical style. I definitely recommend using the Magrath series for your intermediate students. Thank you for watching.